Yo, greetings and salutations, peace and blessings. This is your friend, brother, the OG Read More, aka Malik Yusef, the wordsmith. Good music is in the building. DJ Good Music, Taylor Gang. I'm mostly known for being a handsome ass nigga, but sometimes I've done a couple awards here and there. What I'm here to talk about today is a continuation of the last segment. It's called team work. See, people get it confused. Let me break down this concept of team work. That's work you do by yourself. It's work you do in pairs. Couples work. Everything after two, two is company, three is a crowd, but that's not a negative thing. That crowd has to be a team. You understand? So teamwork, that's teamwork. That's work that you can't do by yourself. You understand? Teamwork. Now, some people are very gifted. They can do it all by themselves. That's some people. And God bless them, man. May the Most High continue to bless them and have their strength increase. But for most of us, including me, I ain't never did shit by myself. Except for fuck something up. And even then, it's been a team that let me do it. Motherfuckers that, that didn't stop me. Unless you got some devious shit, there's some other shit that you can't, that people don't know about. Other than that, it's teamwork. That's teamwork. That's work for the team. Even if you boxing, you got a team. Even if you wrestling, these seemingly one-man sports, there's a team behind the scenes on that. You understand? There's one person swinging a golf club, but there's an entire team. There's one person swinging a tennis racket, but that's an entire team. You understand me? And you are a reflection of them, and they are a reflection of you. Your team is going to keep you from falling into places where you need the whole team to react. The team is going to keep you from going out, putting yourself in situations that you really are putting the team in, because you're a representative of the team. It's like you are a representative of your family. That's just what it is. And we can't break away from that, That's why whenever there's a mass shooting in America, people are like, is he white? Because we don't want to have a black person because he represents team black folk. And it's just real. It's not that you can't be cool with people or whatever, but you're going to be identified with your uniform. And that skin is part of your uniform. Your language is part of your uniform. Your religion is part of your uniform. Your sexual orientation is part of your uniform. Your last name is part of your uniform. The school you went to. These are part of your uniform, part of the team that you belong to. If you are in a fraternity or a motorcycle club, use the term loosely, or an affiliated member of a particular familic group, mob, or whatever you want to call it. So the team that you select as you move through your professional life, the team is going to be very important. That team is going to be chosen by you or allowed by you. People are going to show up to be on your team. Hey, I want to work with you. Hey, I want to do this. Hey, I want to do that. I can bring these things to the table. And it's usually going to be something that you need, that you even entertain this person being on your team. You understand? It's going to be something that you're missing. They're not going to say, hey, I'm bringing the same exact shit that you already got there. A lot of people bring to the table an appetite or some silverware, like I said before. You don't want that. You don't need a motherfucker with silverware. You want somebody to bring victuals And you don't want everybody to come to the potluck bringing a turkey. Although a turkey is a very important part of a big family meal, you know, and what depends on what holiday you celebrate, you're going to need other shit too. The turkey is the centerpiece, but other shit got to go with the turkey. We call them sides, but they're really not sides. They're accompanying elements. They are accoutrement. You understand? They are the auxiliary components. They complement the main thing, which would be the turkey. And for those that don't eat meat, don't eat fowl at all or poultry at all, that you would have some another type of substantive component to that. But you're still going to have all these other dishes that link up with that go in order with that are things that make that experience enhanced. Okay? So, teamwork. Teamwork what? Teamwork make the dream work. The dream. Now, if you have a dream and other people have a different dream, you're going to have a little bit problem forming a team with them. You understand? You're going to have a problem coalescing into a proper team. The Bible says, least two are on one accord, they cannot walk together. Let me explain that scripture to you. If I'm leaving out my house and we walk down the walkway, we're both leaving the house at the same time. We're fine. We can synchronize our watches to leave the house at the same time, right? In the morning. Now, if you got a job and I got a job and we both have to be there at 9 o'clock, let's say they're equal distance away, but they might not be in the same space. The path to traverse the landscape, goddammit, you hear me, is going to be rough on both of us because of the time of day, especially if you're in Chicago wintertime. But if I work at Steak and Shake and you work at Shake Shack, those two restaurants are seldom going to be in the same place. But we both got to get to work. Now, at some point, we're going to take divergent paths. We're going to split paths. You understand? You're going to have to go one way. I'm going to have to go the other way. We're going to separate because we are not on one accord. So when you hear this thing about being equally yoked, it's very important to understand that the equally yoked part of it is that we have to be going the same direction. Not just we sharing a burden, you know, we have to be going the same direction. Because a lot of people can share a burden. People are pretty good at going through tough times. I mean, it's most people in the world going through tough times. But what happens is when you get close to that space, when you get close to that destination, when you get close to the end of something, that's how it plays out. That's when you know it plays at the beginning, man. Everybody gung-ho at the beginning, goddammit. Everybody ready to go. Everybody fired up. It's when you get into them late hours, them late nights, them deadlines. That's when the person has to show up. That's when you know what this person is made out of. That's on your team. Your team, a strong team member is going to be able to identify when you are out of sorts. A strong team member is going to be able to identify when you're not at your best. And they're either going to go lenient on you for a minute to let you catch back up, get back in pace, get back on schedule, get your timing back. Or they're going to tell you how to do it if it goes so long and then you're out of sorts. They're going to get on you and say, hey, check it out. They're going to tell you shit like, get out your feelings. That's what a real team member going to do. A real team member going to say, stop feeling sorry for yourself. I'm your team member. I'm going to tell you, stop feeling sorry for your motherfucking self. So what? Shit didn't go the way you thought it was going to go. Shit didn't go the way you wanted it to go. Hell, it might not even went the way you worked for it to go. But it's got to go the way it's supposed to go. I know that sounds crazy. I bear witness, though. Some things that you want, you're not ready for. Some things you think you need, you don't need. You feel it in you, so you feel like it's real. But you in your feelings. And a real team member like, man, fuck that shit. Shit ain't important. Here's the goal. Those are distractions from the goal. You understand? Teamwork. Everybody's problem becomes nobody's emergency. Dig what I just said. When everybody looks at a problem like that's my problem to solve, that's my problem to solve, everybody on your team, they all look at the problem and say that's a problem that I have to solve, and each person on this team, each person in this group says I have to solve that, then it never gets to emergency status. If you don't have that, you don't have a team. People take for granted the team building exercises. The things that increase morale are very important. The small victories. The small victories that keep you going. I'm going to say something else to you. When you out here, you're trying to get somewhere that's difficult to get to and trying to do something that's difficult to do that not many people can do or can experience or can have as part of their lifelong experience. But you happen to get there once or twice. You win. Let me tell you something. God damn it. Motherfucker, when you winning, you fight like you fucking losing. Yeah, you did it today. You won. You solved that crisis. Keep going. Go hard like that all the time. Go hard like that all the time. When you're winning, motherfucker, fight like you losing. When all your bills is paid and you feel good, don't rest. Go get the next group of bills paid. Early this time. Getting, like my boy G Seal say, early. Like my boy Freeway say, early. Early, man. Get to it. And then it's going to take practice, man. That's also part of being on the team. You got to practice. Because every day you ain't going to be at your best. But everybody in the team can't have the same off day. Somebody got to have a motherfucking high hand that day. Somebody got to be playing out of their mind. Somebody got to be in the fucking zone that day. Some of y'all are leaders of the team. Some of y'all are not the leader of the team, but you are just as important as the leader. When Hov having a off day, which is very seldom, we got to pick up on it. When he can't figure out, the last part of a hook or some shit, we got to. When Kanye can't figure out the last part, we got to figure. When Rihanna can't, this is how it work. Everybody can't be having a bad day. What I need you for? If you having a bad day when I'm having a bad day, shit, we out of here. The team tell you, hey, look, shorty, I know you upset today. You got a pistol and you beefing with dude and them on 63rd or whatever. I'm talking about Chicago shit right now. Let's not go on their block today. Because if somebody says something to piss you off, you're going to want to uphold. Now take that and put that into mature, grown folk business language. Don't contact this customer today that owe you the money. You know he's not going to have it. Don't piss yourself off. Don't get into a skirmish or a situation with this person that's going to be negative to you and your outcome. Look over there. Look over there and see a ram in the bushes over there. That's what your team going to tell you. Hey, get out your emotions about that. If you into it with somebody and you kick it off with them, they can tell people anything they want to about why y'all into it and get people to be on their side and working with them against you. You don't want to make an emotional decision about shit. You're going to make a decision based on your best information, the best parts of your logic. Then you want to have your team come in and assess it with you. This is why I keep talking about the team. They're going to be able to say, you know what? No, dog, don't do that. Do it this way. I know you upset right now. And you got to have people on your team that's willing to tell you, I know you upset right now. I know you're not at yourself right now. Yeah, let you cycle through the whole anger or whatever you're going through without harming yourself or somebody else. And harming somebody else is harming yourself too. Some shit you gotta let go. Some people you gotta let go. Your team gotta be there to tell you, hey, either improve it or move it. Either improve the thing that you're dealing with or move it out your life. And you got to say that to team members too. Either improve or move. If you can't improve on how you conduct yourself with this team, you got to get the fuck out the way, man. And again, I want to reemphasize, stop motherfucking feeling sorry for yourself, man. So what? You're in a bad situation. So what? Fix it. Get to working and get the team working. Get everybody on top of that shit, man. So what? You didn't perform up to your ability, your capability, or even up to your expectations. So what? Get right back on it now. Time starts over now. You got to do over now. You don't have to wait till tomorrow even. You can start now with the thought processes. And the team is going to help you. The team's work is to make sure that you're good. The team's work is to make sure everybody on the team is good. The team is a unit. It's like the body is a unit. You have to make sure that the big toe is okay. It's like you make sure the baby toe is okay. You have to make sure that literally the front of your head and the back of your head is in order. The eyes and shit is in the front, but the back is very important as well, because you motherfucking crack that shit open, the rest of the shit ain't gonna work right. You don't want no malfunctioning portion of your team. You don't want nothing malfunctioning, nothing going wrong, nothing going bad. You want a maintenance all the time to keep all the energies right and right in front and face forward. And if you have to look back, it's only for information on how not to do the same shit you did last time. We have a responsibility, an obligation, and the right to hone our team. And the team gets sharper. Guess what? Every member on the team gets sharper. You got to upgrade you. And everybody got to be thinking that. How do I upgrade me? And everybody else on the team, once everybody else on the team is thinking that, then the team itself upgrades, raises its level. This is not optional. Teamwork make the motherfucking dream work. But what is teamwork? And I'm going to give you the last part of teamwork. Maybe people on your team be working. They go to get jobs or they turn in papers or whatever. But does your team work? Do they work in unison? Do they work as a unit? Is every gear in your watch working properly? Teamwork? Question. Got milk? Question. Teamwork? Does your team work? Not do they put forth effort. That might be the case. They might all put forth effort, but does it work? Do they work whereas each person has a functionality more than has a role? Because those roles and titles and shit is cool. But if they're not having functionality, that's also conducive to your forwardivity, then your team not working. Are they bringing things back to the fold? Imagine this, and I'm going to say this and let y'all go. Imagine having a shortcoming, which we all do. Having a flaw, which we all do. We all have these things. But somebody on your team should be able to edify the spots where you're debased at. Uh-oh. I fucking don't want to hear that part. Because you want to build your team off people you like, or people that you grew up with, or the people that you feel responsible to have on your team. Uh-oh. You give a motherfucker a spot and they ain't worthy of that spot, they gonna fuck it up. You put the tall dude as the point guard, man, that might not work. You understand me? You put the big dude as the quarterback, man, he might need to be left tackle. I know he can throw, but what's his best use? What's the best use as a big dude? He might be best at left tackle or right guard. You understand? The dude with the good hands, he might not necessarily be a wide receiver because he might not be great at long distance running. He might be great at sprinting. He might be better at a safety that can make interceptions. He got good hands, so maybe he can catch the ball. See what I'm saying to you? It's applicable to all sports and all endeavors. It's applicable to all those things. And you got to be prepared, man. You got to be prepared for that shit. And yeah, everybody got something wrong with them. Some kind of impediment or impaired. They're impaired in a certain kind of way or differently abled. And you gotta compensate for that. You know? If you're a person that's in a wheelchair most of the time in your life, you need to have somebody that can walk really good. Or run or jump or at least stand up. Because that's one of the most socio-normatic functions. Now, we're not talking about normal and abnormal and all that shit. Because we get into that, y'all be like, Malik, weird motherfucker. I'm talking about socio-normatic. If you are sight impaired, you can't drive a car. You could do all the other shit for the team, but you can't be driving the car. You understand? If you are hearing impaired, you might not be the person to mix the album. If you have a sibling, a brother, a sister, or a cousin, or auntie or uncle with Down syndrome, you might be asking them to take care of some pieces of business that they're not capable of. So you need to have somebody on the team to caretake them if you want to bring them along. And they part of the team, they might play a role as a coach or a mascot or a counselor. Or they might be the moral compass. You understand me? It's a place for everybody. If you got somebody that suffers from epilepsy, do you know how to implement them into the team? They can't do the same thing everybody does. Somebody with an illness, they can't play the same kind of roles or even functions that you would want them to. You got to find somebody to augment them as well. So let's just imagine this shit, your team, and I'm going to get out of here in the next 45 seconds. Don't be so long-winded, goddammit. Check it out. You're in a village, right? Hunter-gatherer. Some people vegetarians. That's cool, whatever. I'm just talking about ancient times. And you're in a place where there's a winter time and a summertime. So there's 4 seasons where you are. Certain times, you're going to go out hunting. Certain times, it's time to go gather. Uh-oh, nobody want to hear that. Sometimes, it's going to be times for one group to go out hunting and one group gathering. But no matter what, once you get everything back, somebody got to be doing the sorting. Somebody got to be doing the quality check. You don't want to hear this shit. Somebody got to make sure the shit that people are bringing back to the fucking team, the building or the village or the area of operation, the AO, has to be quantified and qualified. We got to know how much you bring it back and what is the level of usage of these things. Can't just be like, I'm on the team. I'm taking all the time, though. I'm always needing some shit and ain't bringing nothing. That's people that bring an appetite to your motherfucking table. You do not put them on your team. You can help them. You ain't got to discard them, but they can't be part of your immediate team. So they got to get some of the trickle down. They got to get some of the trickle down resources as to include time. They can't be the first person to call you in the morning. They can't be the motherfucking first person that want to go and when we go on team building exercise to be, no. They're going to have to be down on the totem pole a little bit. Not that they're not part of it. A little bit down. So put that together in your mind and in your spirit, man, on how this moves. Is this teamwork? Meaning, is this a job for a team to do? Is this teamwork? Is this the job the team is supposed to be doing? Does this team work, or is this team working? If not, you got to make some changes. You got to boss up and step in. I appreciate y'all. Oh, yeah, get out your motherfucking feelings, man. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. This has been the Cool Lunch Table. I've been Malik Yusef. You can sit with us. You really can. Blessings.
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.